Rebound.
Number 15. Let's get this guy's name. He's not on my sheet. Don't worry, we'll pass it over to the department. They'll figure it out. As Thames Valley come back down the floor with Champion, looking to set it up. Two high posts. Silla looked for it. That was a great play by Silla there. He just saw that he had the front on the player, and he showed Champion to just give him a little dump over. Just didn't quite get it. And Boardman Raffet brings it down with the handoff at the top of the key. Drive through. Nice basket.
Nice drive. See, these guys, they look confident out there. They're ready to play. Put up a full court press, trying to put Thames Valley under a little bit of pressure.
There you go. Adado with the two, and now the pressure's mounting up front there with Harrison. Good pressure, and what a great play. He really put Hawley under a little bit of pressure there, and as you said, Barking Abbey have come out to play.
Something I've noticed about Barking Abbey, especially playing in the Division 1 level, is that as the season continues, as it starts to get into the later months, the February, the March, that's when they really get to their best and they play their best basketball. Exactly.
Such a great experience to come out here and play against this level. But the play goes back to Taylor Johnson with a big Eurostep. No foul there, ref? That looked like grievous bodily harm, but the ref didn't call it, so we're going to keep playing.
Yeah, questionable call by the refs, but they get the ball back, so they get another opportunity to score.
Today, Julius is going to be kind to the refs. I think he got a warning after the last few weeks. Okay, as they swing it back, Champion. He's looking back to Johnson off the double screen, three-pointer up. Oh, that's short. Harrison pushes it back down. Good strong play. And as you said there, Jules, they're looking very confident out here, and they're taking it to Thames Valley.
Very experienced coaching, James Veer leading the way for these guys, so that he knows what he's doing. He's been here and done it a lot of times. He actually won Division 1 a few years back with this Barking Abbey team, and to do that with a bunch of young guys, very impressive.
It's really good, and also, especially now, we're all in lockdown. I mean, we've been given special dispensation to come out today because this is very important work, but they're still getting to play through it because this is an elite level, and for these guys, it's really, really important. They still get that reps against great competition.
And this is a program, it's developed talent across the board and sent a number of players off to America to play in Division 1 and NCAA.
Yeah, definitely, in the academy setup. And it's run by Mark Clark, who actually used to be the Crystal Palace women's coach when I used to play. I'm not going to say how many years ago, for his benefit and mine. As Silla gets in the high post, Champion with a hold off over to Hawley. They're looking down low. Silla gets it back. Good tip by Hetro.
That's great execution on the play a couple times. They're looking quite sharp on the offensive end.
Definitely, and then Coach Banks just put in a little bit of a three-quarter cork trap. Caught Barking Abbey a little bit off awares, and they turned it over. The thing with Thames Valley is they have such a wealth of scorers that you just really have to keep playing. You just can't have any breaks in concentration. Still with the tip back. Even if he does miss it down there, he just pads up his rebound stats and gets you a bucket as well. Rafa with the ball down. Adede.
Big, strong guy on the inside. I like him. He looks tough, composed.
Okay, and they're back into that full court pressure. Coach Veer is really shouting on the sideline. He's really putting some pressure on these guys to come out and put some pressure out there. Back out Taylor. Johnson on the side, and they're paying extra special attention to him. They know what he can do. Coach Veer saying that they're going to double off any screens, you know, not to give him any look, because we know once he gets hot. So 6-all, 7 minutes 21 left in the game. So far they're doing pretty well. It's going back and forth. Looks like a little bit of tightness and nervousness. I think they'll settle down, as we saw in the last game. The second quarter is when you really have to come out against the Thames Valley team, because,
great play. Mishandled the catch. Had a couple things not gone his way so far, so he's hoping to settle down pretty soon, and we can see him get back to the elite level talent scorer that he is.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back on that video and see that play. I might steal that one from my repertoire. I like that. Eze with the ball at the top. Nice drive down the middle. Strong take. And I actually, Veron Eze, I think last year I commentated on a game with Barking Abbey, and he was there, and he's a very good player, and he played really well that game. I think another young talent, and as I said, my sons are actually working the camera at the moment. I'm telling you, you have to look at these guys. These are some of the elite players in the country. What are they doing? How do you pay attention to add to your own game? For all you young players out there watching, you can't just be tuning in here for the great commentary from me and Julius. It's what we do, but watch the game too, please.
Definitely. Every game's a learning experience.
But as you said earlier, we noticed that on the bench, Kai Williams, and you said you know he's an old player that you maybe have played against in your time?
Yeah, so Kai Williams has just joined the Thames Valley team. He's just finished a season out in Canada, and now he's back in the UK. He's been going back and forth for the last few years. He's a BBL level talent, so we're looking forward to seeing him on the court and seeing what he's going to be able to do for this Thames Valley team.
And I really like how they doubled on that high screen there. It put Thames Valley off a little bit, because they always run that high double screen, but Coach Veer doubled it, and he sent the guard a bit further out, so it took them a little bit out of their flow. But here Champion come down with a great job off. See, this is the problem. You play good defense, you hustle, you get a stop, you get a missed shot, and at the end some individual brilliance, and they get 2 points.
And I like the balance of the team that's out on the floor. With El Hetro, he's a person, he doesn't need the ball, he doesn't need a play called for him. And with all the scorers he's got around him, he can feed off it and go to work just by being out there making a smart play.
Definitely, definitely. And as I said, that is, if anything you could think of, trying to attack the inside, because the guards are so strong here, but you know, they've got a very strong inside core too. And now adding Kai Williams, it just got stronger. Rafa with a nice drive, but it's defended. Silla brings it out, and now look at them. Let's look at them push it. Hawley on the left side. High pick and roll.
Big hit off the screen. He went under the screen a little bit, and they gave him too much room. Knocked it down.
And interested, and I'm sure on the scouting report they put go over the screen on Taylor, go under on Hawley. They may need to change that, because Hawley can put that ball in the basket as well.
Definitely.
Nice little drop down by Harrison.
He answers back with the free.
And the full court pressure once again.
Young legs out there, man. They're going to go 40 minutes full court.
That's the thing. You know what I mean? When you're the young boy, we're playing 40 minutes of hell out here. As the pull up from Champion. And that's what they need. Force a quick shot.
And that's what that pressure is going to do as well. It's going to make you take those quick shots. The ones that you necessarily shouldn't take.
And the key will be having now a little bit of patience on the offensive end to get a good shot. But they turned it over. Silla, once again with the steal. Drive and 2.
Nice steal, full court, lays it in. That's textbook.
I tell you this, Jules, every week we come here, any time a team wants to make a run or do something, Silla shows up with a bucket or something. You know what I mean? It must be crushing.
100%. He's the heart and spirit of this team, you would say.
And can you imagine we've been saying his name wrong for 3 weeks? What kind of unprofessional reporting crew have you got up here at UpStreamedia?
I think they were kind of scared to correct us. I don't want to put it out there, but they might have been a little bit scared to actually, correct legends like yourself.
I think that's because you're here. Before, he was telling me all types of corrections before. Okay, now Kai Williams is in the game. Let's see how he fares out here. And he's matched up with a guard, so I thought he was an inside player, but maybe I'm wrong.
No, he's a guard. He's a 2-3.
Damn, they've got more guards? I think we see that Thames Valley definitely now are looking to go for that title. Obviously, so far it seems like the cream of the division are Thames Valley and Solent, which we can't wait for that game, but, it's for Coach Banks to just strengthen every position so you can keep the pressure up. And Ezzy pressuring up the court onto Johnson. He's making it difficult for him. And there, great steal from Harrison. I'm not sure if Williams was ready for the pressure yet.
Thames, Coach Fear asking for more full court pressure. They've broken it down quite easily, got the advantage, got Johnson on the wing. Again, the man, when you need one, he's right there for you.
I might just put 2 guys on him, because every time you need a big bucket, because that was a big run there. If they got to stop there, it would have started getting a little bit interesting, but Thames Valley are back and the pressure's up a little bit. As Harrison puts it at the top. Wow, I didn't see him releasing that. That was as Silla brings it back down. Williams on the right side, puts it back up to Champion. It's getting a bit testy out there, but hey, that's the game. High pick and roll as they double out strong. I really hate when that play gets called there.
It's quite unnecessary. There's no advantage gained from it. If he gained an advantage from it, yes, call it. But right then he didn't really.
Okay, new man checking in the game. Probably only take us about an hour to figure out who it is. Okay, number 4. Oh no, we're professional.
This is Eamon.
No, this is Edric. Okonola. Man,
I'm talking about Thames Valley team.
Oh, okay. 0's in. That is
Eamon.
Thankfully, we've got one professional here. Okay, and just straight in the game, Okonola, who's, showing a lot of energy, but he picks up a quick foul. And that's those youngsters, they get in the game, they just raring to go, but, a shrewd veteran can always draw a little foul of him, but I like that energy. They were looking at that little alley-oop play again, as Johnson gets it down low, drive middle, and step, ooh, nice.
Nice floater in the lane, nice touch.
Ezzy with the drive, clash miss. It still looked to me like Thames Valley is still on second gear really. And Barking Abbey really have to make the most of these times, not get into quick shots. Great play there by Harrison, who for me has been the best player for Barking Abbey in this first quarter.
It's quite clear the coach's strategy, pick up full court, pressure them, make them uncomfortable in everything that they're doing, even in the half-court sets, and it seems to be working. It's kept them in the game so far.
Harrison's got 7 points, and we've got Silla on 6 as the leading scorers. And this just a few little nerves, guys, just getting into the game, probably just getting used to new teammates, and maybe the different speed of the game over here to what it is in Canada,
Definitely. I want to see him, you got to be a little bit more aggressive. You got to get in there, make your presence felt straight away.
Yeah, definitely. But I always know that Thames Valley always seem to feel out the game in the first quarter. Then with adjustments to the second quarter, they really come out a little bit stronger. So let's see how that goes now. Let's see if our prediction's correct. Harrison, he's the hot man at the moment with the drive, swing out, Okonola, ooh, nice shot, but just short.
Nice big rebound by Silla on full court, kicked it out. The champion on the wing, always composed, always under control. Back to Seal on the inside.
Harrison again. He's done it. He's done it all. He's done it all. Is he going to get that one here? Oh,
Definite savvy player. Saw that, so he didn't see behind him. Had a couple steals now of a couple guys.
yeah. He's been coming up on the one side, putting in the effort on offense. He's not delaying. He's shooting when he gets a good shot. Great job by him. As I said, he's on 10 already. But he's hot. But this is the thing, it's great to get those kind of shots off turnovers and then points off the turnovers. Now in the second quarter, when they come out, they have to run something. They have to make Thames Valley work. They can't get into this run and gun kind of thing, which I saw in the last time we played. So few new faces come in. We got Jamie Hayes, number 14. We also have number 8, who is Caleb Vijber. I think I might have said that right. that's a record. And Hayden Ling as well, number 22, as Coach Veers uses his bench for the last 2 minutes 31 to try and keep this thing going. And as he said, new man in. I think we just have to see new man in for Thames Valley. We got number 10, who is Charles Aquadavis, who did a great job in the last game, and he's definitely going to bring some energy off the bench, so let's see how that goes.
Yeah, a young, exciting talent.
Ball out to Caleb, over there, Akinola, back out to him at the top, as he swings it around, to William Ashby, who's number 10, nice play. Just needed a bit more composure, he had more time on that. Eamon gets the rebound, looks long.
Barking Abbey definitely well drilled, they're well at the swinging the ball, looking for the open man and executing and just playing smart basketball at this point. It's impressive to see.
Definitely. It's great to see team basketball played, and they just have to maintain it. And I saw in the last time we saw these teams play, once they got down, they started depending on the three a little bit too much and they weren't going. So let's hope they can stay with a little bit of discipline, get some good easy shots and maintain this defensive pressure. Johnson gets it, drive baseline, swings it out, one more pass, no, Aqua Davis. Nice drive, but just short. Okay, and he saved it, and now he pushes it down, over to Ling. Ball in the corner, Caleb, just long. And let's see if Champion just slows it down. A little bit of veteran leadership. Let's get a good shot down there. This is normally when Silla comes up with a point, but even he can't do that from the bench. Let's see if Eamon can. There's great pressure at the top from Ling. Champion put it just on the line. Oh.
Smart play, drew the foul. It looked like he was inside the three-point line. We'll see what the referees give him.
I think it's just a step inside, but once again, these are the little things, and these are the things some of the younger guys learn in these games. You know, energy is great, but you know, you just have to sometimes have a little bit of reserve. But a great effort. You can never doubt the effort and never. Okay, so Champions to the line for 2. 18-17 to Barking Abbey, so they're leading with a minute left. Do you think Coach Banks has anything to be worried about going into the second quarter, Jules?
As you said before, the first quarter is always a little bit slow for Thames Valley, and now they felt the other team out. You know, we should see them make a few adjustments and deal with the pressure a lot better, and then hopefully execute a little bit better on the offensive end. We've seen them score 35 points in a quarter. They've got 17 points so far, so definitely a few adjustments to be made going forward.
Yeah, I think so. Let's hope Barking can maintain the thing as Boardman Rafford brings it down on the left side, drives in, get contact. Oh, charging foul, great play by Champion. As they maintain the full court pressure. Pulled up, we've got Rafford up front, along with Ashby on the ball. Champion bringing it over. We look like we've got the 4-high set again. Oh, nice backdoor cut as Johnson takes it to the basket. Foul by Rafford.
So this Barking Abbey team, it does have a lot of young academy players, but they have a bit of experience in it as well in terms of Jamie Hayes and Will Ashby. Those guys have played Division 1 BBL level in recent years. So they're bringing that experience back with the team and hopefully having that little blend.
Because they've got to match up with the London Lions, right? So I'm guessing some of the players go between the teams and so on and so forth. So, as you said, it's a mix of young with some older veteran players for the D1 setup. Obviously, Barking Abbey also play in the Academy League where they play with their only younger players. But it gives the players a chance to step up as well and also probably practice with these guys on a regular basis, which is really good.
So we're into the last minute. We've got Thames Valley up by 1 point. Johnson missed the steal.
Edric brings it down, swings it up to the top, over to Eze, who drives, coming off a pick. Oh, no, good look. Oh, good catch. Ref called the foul early, and I don't think that's a shooting foul, so they're going to probably have it outside on the baseline. Oh, no, he's calling shots.
Team fouls. We're in team fouls.
Okay, good play, got the ball to a nice place, and he was actually passing it out, so that's a good. Let's see if he can knock these down, get the lead back. And the first one's good for Hayes. And they maintain the pressure. As they come back to the high pick and roll, swings round, Aqua Davis on the side, great pressure by Barking Abbey as he drives. Oh. In my mind, that's good defense.
I mean, what more could you do? You're in the spot, you get bumped in the chest. Definitely a tough call.
These are the kind of things that really, especially for young players, you just have to try and maintain your composure because you're going to get these calls. And don't stop the energy. Don't stop being aggressive. If you foul out, you foul out. Because I thought that was great defense. Moved his feet, hands up. He wasn't reaching in. And they got the call, but I think the ref was looking up at me saying like, hold on, you saw that wasn't a foul? Yeah, I did. But he missed the first, so sometimes they say ball don't lie. Let's see, second shot up and it's good. 20-all. Okay, we've got another guy coming in now. Let's try and see if we can get who he is before the quarter's over. The guy's not showing me his numbers. I'm going to make a guess. I'm going to say that's Jude Carmichael. That's the kind of professionalism we're dealing with now, Jules. I'm just going off the head. It probably ain't. Over to Eze. 20 seconds left. They run on a high pick and roll. Eamon shows out. He drives middle. That's an ooh.
Better communication needed on the screen, whether you're going to hedge, whether you're going to switch. Decision need to be made, and I think with that miscommunication left him an open lane to the basket. Had to reach in at the line for two. Hey, these guys aren't going away. They're picking up full court. They mean business. They've got good size on their team, and they can match them on the boards as well. Definitely in for an interesting evening.
Definitely, and it looks like a very deep bench there. So I think they need to maintain this pressure. And what I don't get is bringing the ball up. The guards are really battling. They've got so many guards up there. They should just zip the ball up front, relieve the pressure, get into a good offense, especially setting some good back picks, getting some of that inside stuff. Silla's back in, so let's see if he knocks down a basket now, as we normally call he does. Oh, great steal by Eze. And this could be an N1.
Oh, wow.
And a throwaway.
Oh, man, that pressure is taking its toll. The end of this quarter couldn't come soon enough, I think.
I know. I might be going down to William Hill to see what the odds are at the moment. Still my money's on Thames Valley. But that's great play by Barking, and they ain't stopping. So Eze, the man of the moment. Just been to the foul line. He just got a steal.
It was quite interesting. Taylor Johnson looked like he was about to go block it, and then he saw him elevate, and he was like, nah, you're all right.
I don't want no poster out here. Oh, okay, so now let's see. I will get the ball to Eze with a full head of steam. Go into the basket. Go to the basket.
Good call, coach. Good.
I would have taken it to the basket on that one, but I can't shoot the ball, so what else would I do?
Definitely, as he had that full head of steam, he's going downhill, could have created something, and they're in team fouls too, so.
Exactly. But as I said, he thought he saw the three open. He got a man a little look, so great play there to end the quarter. The last minute, that was all Barking Abbey.
100%. That full court pressure, you know, couple mistakes here and there, it's causing turnovers. a couple of times I saw it took them about 8 seconds just to get the ball, just to get into a play. And when it's taking that much time off the clock, it's going to disrupt you.
And I see the guards seem to have a bit of a problem bringing up the ball against pressure. You know, they're doing too much. They're crossing the ball over 3, 4, 5 times in the backcourt. You don't really need to do this with these guys. Send a big man up, throw the ball up, get it up easily, and then get into your play. Because what happens is you come over and you've got 14 seconds left, then it gets a little bit frantic. And Thames Valley have enough weapons that if they just run their plays, they're getting good shots, and these guys will knock them down.
100%. Do you think Thames Valley might have underestimated this competition today?
I'll tell you at the end of the second quarter, Jules. So, hold on, William Hill closed during lockdown. I want to put my money down right now. I'm joking. Don't bet out there, by the way. So, I want to know, what do you think Depish and Coach Banks are saying to his guys in the huddle right now?
So for one, they got to break the press easier, and they got to get into their sets easier, and then, you know, backdoor plays, loosen up the pressure. They're pressuring you blind. They're getting all these steals. You got to run some sets that's going to loosen them up a little bit.
And to be honest, Thames Valley are looking quite lethargic. I've never seen them look this. They look like they've just come off late, let's say a back-to-back, which they haven't played all week. So I think they need to just settle down, because I heard a little bit of this, you know, some comments on the floor which you don't normally see. So hopefully, let's see if they can get a second win in the second half, because I think these Barking Abbey guys are going to keep coming.
100%. And as you mentioned earlier, the depth of that Barking Abbey team, like I swear it was like a whole different five on the court at a certain point. So they playing 10 players deep, so they're going to be good for the whole 40 minutes, I'd expect.
Definitely, and every other young guy in the country is shut down at the moment. These young guys can still play. They're like, man, I'm going to make the most of this. I'm fresh. You know what I mean? We don't have school. We've been chilling, eating good food. I'm out here, I'm going hard.
That's good times right there. What can you say?
Good time. This didn't happen. This COVID thing didn't happen back in our day, Jules. We don't have all these channels and stuff to watch. We'd have been sitting in the house like, man. But anyway, we'll move on from that. So they're back out there now. We have Ashby inbounding the ball into Jude Carmichael.
I think Thames Valley okay, so it looks like they've gone to a... All right, so they're still in the man-to-man. It looks like, they're switching everything. So they have a set defense, switching everything, trying to disrupt their offense. Look like it's working so far. 12 seconds on the shot clock.
It seems like Barking Abbey run handoffs at the top, and then they get a screen out and try and cut down the middle. So Thames Valley have sort of tried to read it with those switches, just so they don't get caught in the mismatches that gave up some points early on. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Up to Carmichael at the top as he drives the middle. Good play into Hayes, layup and a bucket, and the pressure's back on. I think Thames Valley going to have to wake up, because I don't think this team's going to stop playing, and they're not going to stop executing. Coach Veer's going to make sure they keep playing to the end. So if Thames Valley don't start closing this lead up, great trap out. I like what they're doing at the top there.
Good look on the offensive boards.
Once again.
Positioning as well. That's a skill, that's experience right there, in the right position, in the right place to easily get the offensive board and an easy score.
He got it back down. Great play by Ashby. Great hustle. I think Williams should have been on that ball a little bit stronger. He sort of just let it go. He was a little bit lethargic, as they bring it back over.
I think the whole team's looking like one step slow at this point, which we normally do not experience.
This man, once again, they're going to call him for a bailout. Oh, and he drew the foul.
I think he just looked up and saw the scoreboard down 5. You know, we need to keep this thing a little bit close. Let's not get it out of control. So he put his head down and tried to get to the cup.
Exactly, and he drew the foul. And as I said, anytime a basket's needed, he comes up with it. And he looks like he's hobbling a little bit. He doesn't look as fresh as normal, but still he's producing. And that's the sign of a professional. That's the sign of a professional. But Barking Abbey has still got a 5-point lead, and they don't look ready to give it up right now. So Adedo's checked back into the game for a little bit more inside presence as Silla hits the first. And see there, Coach Banks shouting, we need a rebounder. And that just shows the energy's not there. You don't see the players really that hungry at the moment. But as we know, they can turn it on any minute.
And the same amount of pressure isn't being reciprocated on the other side. I mean, we've watched games where Thames Valley have been the team more aggressive, putting more pressure on the other team, and it's just the opposite way in this game.
I think the ref had to think what call I was going to make there.
Yeah.
He was kind of in no man's land.
Yeah, he didn't know what he was thinking on that one. He just he made one up.
When in doubt, call a travel. I think they do that at the referee's training course, but anyway, he was sort of off balance. He didn't really have anywhere to go, so the ball turned over.
You're going at the rest today. It's your turn this week, yeah?
Yeah, no, I'm going to get rid of some of my pent-up aggression about it. Okay, so 15's in. We don't seem to have his name. And I didn't make it up, but he's in the middle. Nice big fella. And he comes in talking. I love it. Comes in talking and aggressive, straight off the bench. I thought he stepped out. Somebody needs to locate Sila whenever they're moving. Whoever his man is, he cannot help, because any time he comes up with something big. And
that's a good solid move on the inside from
Adado.
Adado spinning in, a hot pro step in, and then span back. That's talented. That's talented.
And great pressure once again from Carmichael, coming in, putting Champion under a hell of a lot of pressure. And yeah, you were talking about Adado at the beginning. He came out aggressive from the jump. That's what you like, these young legs. Once they start believing, as you said, later on in the season, a little bit of experience, now they're not worrying about where they are. They're just playing basketball, and you can see the results.
Yep, they're looking fitness out there today.
Champion is now trying to bring a bit of pressure himself onto the Barking Abbey guy. High pick, swung round to 15, back to Carmichael on the drive. Oh, ref.
I'm not sure about that one.
I don't know.
Because I mean, he's not going to stick his leg out like that. He just got caught awkwardly coming off the pick.
He was handing the ball off. I don't know if you can really make that call, because the guy's handing the ball off, he runs into you. That's a tough call from the ref. And to be honest, if I'm being impartial, Barking Abbey haven't had the greatest calls, and they're still up 3. So let's see if Thames Valley can make one of their usual runs.
And good coaching there. They didn't complain at all. They're just getting on with it. Back to the game. They're not going to complain to the referees. They're just going to take control of what they can.
And Hawley nearly loses out of bounds. More great pressure coming. With a step out, that would have been a tough.
This guy, he's on 14 points and 5 rebounds, and it isn't even halfway through the second quarter right now.
And the thing is, he's gone and got it all himself. It's not off play set up for himself. It's off a play that's broken down, and he's there for it. But Eze come back with a great play. Eze has come to play. As Johnson drives it down the middle, gets an and. Oh, I thought he was nearly going to get an and one there.
Nice strong take by Johnson. Eze's been impressive.
He has. And I mean, that there was a great take by Johnson, but there still looks like there's a little bit of frustration in Thames Valley. He's not looking as easy as it normally is. And Harrison checked back in, who's already got, I think, 10 or 12 points. So they can keep throwing players at you. And Coach Vera, I think, has done a great job in this first half so far, rotating his players.
So if you look at the other side, the Thames Valley guys, they're all on their knees, getting some extra oxygen in, while BA are huddling up, thinking about what they're going to do next.
I don't want to say, because people are going to start saying I'm biased, but I would like to see my guy Mo Aiden in now, because he likes to put the pressure up. Sometimes you have to match that young pressure with another young pressure.
Yeah, we need to go deeper into the rotation as well, and I think he'll be the perfect guy, because he's with a talent and just a match, and I think he'll have something to prove against these guys as well.
Definitely. Number 9 with a nice drive down. Sean Sampson, who's just checked in with the drive and the dish, and he played great D earlier on. I like what he's brought to the game as well. All of these Barking players are coming off the bench and contributing. And definitely, like you said, sometimes for these players, when they come against some of the younger or lower teams, it's hard to get yourself up. You know how it is. Sometimes in the league, you're playing a team a bit lower. You can't really judge yourself up. But the younger players on the team, or the guys who got less burn, they're ready to go.
Definitely. And the rotation's got to be, and the thing is as well, you got to put a statement out there. You got to start taking guys out and say, look, the energy's not there. You got to sit down. And then, bring in some fresh people, and then maybe go back to them later, letting them know, look, we ain't just going to leave you out here, if you're not going to be working hard.
Definitely. And here the pressure's still mounting up as they're trying to set some screens. Hawley brings it over. And now let's see what they get into. They're trying to call something, but people aren't in the right positions. We go to a handover to Taylor. Up of a high post double screen. Swung back over. Champion with a nice swing out. Hawley, great pass down to that man again.
Great ball movement, great screening, and great execution. And to meat and potatoes in the inside.
Yeah, we call him the mailman today. He's delivering. Ezzy with the ball at the top into a pick and roll situation. Trapped out, he swings it back down low. Nice challenge. We need to get his number 15's name because he's not on my score sheet over here. But I like what he's brought to the table.
Canway.
I like what he's brought in. He brought a lot of energy. He came in the game talking. He means business. So it's down to a 1-point game. I think this is a very, very important timeout for Coach V. And I think this is when he really has to galvanize these guys to come back out, because if any time Thames Valley's going to make a run, it's going to be now. You know, and once they get up and they start front running, you're going to start thinking these are the guys we came to see. So let's see what happens.
Definitely, and I think, and that's, well, like you said, when they start front running, they loosen up, then it becomes a problem.
And I think that's where, during the tight moments, they got their big men inside Silla doing the meat and potatoes work, getting the baskets when they need it, getting the big rebounds and putbacks. But once that ball starts flying in a little bit, and then this is where the young players, they try to get it back a bit too quickly. The threes start going up, long rebounds, we out to the races, 1 or 2 dunks. And then me and you can kick back into chill mode up here in the VIP suite of the narrowcasting operation. Looking over now at the cameraman, he's got his feet up over there. What's going on?
Living that good life.
Hold on, we said we're coming out here because we're professional critical workers. Anyway, so 32-33, 5:47 left in the game in the first half, and it's a tight one.
So Silla's got half of the team's points, 16 points out of 32 for this halfway through the second half. So he's carrying them.
Yeah, and as you said earlier, it's maybe time for William to get a bit more aggressive. As we look over to the side and we see Blaine Freckleton, who's seemingly injured. He's another player who right now they could have used, because the last game he was awesome. So Champion bringing it up front, walking it through, swinging round to Hawley. As he drives baseline, he's got it.
Just missed the dunk.
Canway stayed up there, stayed big. I like that.
Definitely challenged him and caused him to miss it too.
Top Adado. As Johnson pushes it back down the floor. Now he's getting a little bit more flow to it. As Williams, with his first shot of the game, bam, buries it.
I think he's, like I said, he's got to be a bit more aggressive. You know, he's letting the game come to him, but at the same time, you know, been in there a little while now. You know, try a little something.
And that's maybe it, because he's new to the team. He's just getting into his flow. Maybe that first shot, now I can see him talking a little bit in defense, getting a bit more animated. Now maybe he'll switch it on.
So we've got a timeout halfway through, 5 minutes left in the second quarter.
And normally in these games, by this time there's a bit of a stretch out. But it's still tight, and it's not looking like Thames Valley are really going to put them pedal to the metal, as it were, and push this forward. So the Barking boys are still pushing it, doing a great job, and I just want to see them maintain it. As I said, I want them to maintain their discipline in this half and see if Coach Banks can make any changes or can do anything just to mix it up a bit, because at the moment they seem to have answers for everything being thrown out there.
100%, and we've got Harrelson out there with 12 points, couple rebounds, playing extremely well, working really hard, getting some steals as well. And we've got Silla on 16.7 rebounds at this point. So those two players are leading the way for their teams. And like you said, by this time now, the story would have unfolded in terms of what the matchups are like, what's going to happen, what you would expect to happen. But it's a tough one to call at this point.
It's a very tough one to call, and that's how we like it. We want it exciting, so it gets down to the end and we can make some iconic calls like you hear Marv Albert and them make, you know, at the buzzer. You just be shouting in the mic, or we'll forget to press the button. And the thing, Barking have got a very confident bounce in their step. They're not out here thinking like, wow, we're in a good position. They're like, yeah, this is where we want to be. But at the same time, now they're down 2. So Thames Valley, who I don't think have been playing very well, yet they still have the lead. Ball over to Johnson, and this is not the man you want to get going.
Great look in terms of coaching, throwing something different at them. You know, they've gone into like a little zone, dared them to shoot. They paid the price for it, though.
Yeah, you may want to get out of that one, to be honest, because even though they match up well, you got 4 shooters out there on the floor. I think you keep matching up into that man-to-man. And I think it may have just got pulled out of the timeout just to show something different. But once again, who gets it down the middle?
So BA looked a little bit sped up at this point. They don't look their normal composed self, and a few shots that you wouldn't normally expect. They managed to knock that one down though, so they've cut the lead back to 5 points.
Thames Valley seem to be sitting in the zone, which may be a good idea against the team, because I haven't really seen them that tight from 3 at the moment. As Champion looks for the drive in, great hand in. I think that's Barking Abbey's ball.
100%. Come on, referee. That is common. I mean, that's a bad one.
We would like to go to the instant replay on that one.
Definitely.
Guess we don't have that function here.
Is there a replay center? Can we go to the replay center?
Yeah, we've got all them kind of things. We're just ironing that one out this week. Next week you're going to see it. We're going to have that board, you know, where we can point to it.
They must got it right.
Yeah, I think
they got it wrong.
They got that one wrong.
So there's three refs out there.
They need to come to us for instant replay up here.
I think so. Just ask us, because I mean they didn't know. 100%. They should have just asked us.
Yes, as the Barking Abbey, as you said, wait. Now, Jules, was that a make-up call?
100%, but it's not necessary. Just call the first one the correct way. I mean, jeez.
But they fixed it in the end and said, ball don't lie. As Silla checks out the game, and Hetro back in. I'm just getting a look because I said the name wrong again. We want the guys in the live chat to start talking greasy on us like they do every other week. Ball round to Samson with a quick 3. He missed everything. And now Taylor Johnson pushing it down. Hawley with a
nice energy. That's what they need to do right there. And that front running might start soon.
Yeah, and to be honest, this is where they start. And now is where Barking Abbey have to find a way to knock down some outside shots, because if they start doing this, it could get ugly very quickly. And that is
nice kick. Strong take on the inside. Hetro with the rebound. In. Looking very undisciplined, Barking Abbey, and that's very uncharacteristic of them so far. So maybe a timeout's needed just to regroup before, because his last 3 minutes, it could be a game changer. It's at 7 at the moment. As soon as he gets to 10, 11, that's when the problems are going to start.
And I think it was a great switch up to go to the zone on them, because as I said, as it stands now, there's no one really out there. Maybe Harrison, who they need to focus on that strongly on the 3-point line. Barking Abbey have been liking to take it strong to the hole, and I think if they just shore it up, you know, Barking are going to have to come out and make some of these shots.
And the energy is better energy from Thames Valley. They're talking, they're animated, and usually you'd see that from the man-to-man perspective, but it's working in the zone, and it's causing them Barking Abbey a lot of problems at the moment. Another steal.
That's the second steal by Hetro out of that zone. And look at the ball. Champion, he was looking to go to Johnson, but out to Hawley. Corner 3. Hetro with the ball.
Tough one. Little push in the back on that one. It's a tough one. I would give him the ball back for that personally. Yeah. I mean, you know, you could have called a foul as well, but, you know, referee called it that way, so we'll leave him to it.
But great energy from Hetro, and also Williams talking in the back of this zone. He's been directing it. He's been doing what he has to do. And this is one thing that really gets on my nerves, especially about young players. They don't want to talk on the floor. And here you see a seasoned professional. One of the things he's always going to be doing is talking, directing, telling people who's where, just letting people up front know what's going on behind them. You know, this young generation, they don't want to talk as much, apart from when the coach is talking. Then they love to. And I'm looking at one right now, by the way, but we'll leave our personal issues off of this platform. So 42-35. This next 2 minutes 40 is very important. What's Coach Veer saying to them in this timeout, Jules?
I mean, they got to get their composure back. I mean, the only reason why they're down is because of the turnovers, and they're just being sped up at this point. They got to be composed. They got to take the shots that they need to take and take better shots at this point.
And I think they have to keep the game at 94 feet. They're not getting anything off the break. In the half-court set, especially against the zone, they're coming up with not many ideas. So let's keep the pressure on. Let's push the ball at them. And then if you don't have a good shot, get back into the matchup. But they've sort of tried to go into a little bit of a protective, cool, chill kind of vibe. Thames Valley, that's how they play.
And I think the zone is a great idea, because like you said, they can shoot, but it's not been consistent at this point. So at this point, it's a good way to kind of get some missed shots, and then they're off to the races in the fast break. Another turnover.
Hetro with another steal. Or was that Aqua Davis? As Hetro gets down low, and if they look for the little lob over, maybe they'll get it. They didn't see it as Johnson comes off the high pick over to Williams, swings it to Aqua Davis. That could be big. Just missed it.
See, that happened on the last play too, when he lost it out of bounds, and then we got this call now, and they're in team fouls by the look of it as well, so they're going to head to the line for 2.
And to his credit, you know, we may have said that was a little bit of a dodgy call, but Hetro has been battling to get to those boards. So he's putting in the hard work. He earned the foul there, got Thames Valley another chance to score, and pushed his lead to nearly a 9-point game. I don't know, I missed my guy Jude Carmichael. I thought he came in, did a nice little job, kept the pressure up, and Adado too, they're both on the bench, and those two guys really put a lot of pressure in. Maybe coach is saving them or trying to run his roster a little bit as Eze brings it up. Now let's see if they can unlock this zone a little bit. Over to Harrison. If anyone could do it, it would be him. But once again, Hetro with the rebound, and Thames Valley looking to push it and extend that lead over double digits. Great defense. Did he save it? But look who's there.
Good hustle, unlucky, couldn't control it off that steal. Ball goes back to BA. So BA haven't made a 3-point shot in a little while now, and that has been the problem. If they're not going to be able to knock down those 3-point shots, Thames Valley is going to stick in that zone and continue to cause problems for them.
And I mean, I think they're quite disciplined in what they're doing, but they're very static. And especially against the zone, you can't just stand in the place. Even though it is you're trying to move the ball, move into gaps. Get yourself more into a flow. Just standing there waiting for the ball to come and shoot it. You're not really in as much of a flow. I'd like to see a bit more movement going on out there.
100%.
They need this. They need it better than that. Okay, Harrison gets it back in the middle. Strong drive, swings it back out to Rafat. That might go. And whoa! And he took a hard hit. He took a hard hit down. Hopefully he's okay. And he looks okay. And right there, I don't think we needed to go after that with so much energy, but I can't doubt a man for putting in a lot of energy. You know, foul drawn, so three free throws. They can draw this game back a little bit before the half.
They need these, definitely, just to not let this lead go away too far.
Trying to get 3 the hard way. And the thing against the zone, you can still penetrate against it. You just have to know what you do. Everyone wants to come out with a, you know, some fancy bounce pass, jiggy thing down to the baseline. No, penetrate, zip it round, let the ball move.
Definitely attack the gaps, as you said, and ball movement, man movement is needed as well. And we're not seeing that. Consistently trying to just shoot threes is not the way forward. So adjustments need to be made by Coach Weir going into this half time.
If you were out there, I'd say you shoot threes. But
oh, I'm gonna keep shooting.
Okay, so let's see. Minute 19 left. Full court pressure's back on as Hawley brings it over. Seems to have a bit more pep in his step right now. And they're looking for that high pick and roll. Let's see what they do on the double. They doubled out on it. Over to Champion, swung over to Williams. He has to shoot that. That looks good.
Woo! So they need to get the ball to the guy, man. You know, let him get, it's his second touch. It's like his second touch.
Yeah.
He's hit 2 threes. So you know, I know you're trying to get yours as well, but the ball's got to move a little bit better.
As I said, give him some credit. Maybe he's got jet lag. He's just come off the plane, and we don't know what the quarantine rules are these days. He's chilling, but he's getting into his flow. He's playing great defense. Now he's banged down 2 threes. That's another weapon Thames Valley have. You know, they're going to be a very dangerous outfit this year. Three-pointer by Eze. Oh,
that's tough.
Good
that
shot.
Is tough. That is
big
tough.
shot. They definitely needed that. Great shot by Eze.
So Eze and Harrison have stood out this half for BA. Definitely 2 talented players.
And I think those are 2 young guys, right? These are 2 young English players doing a great job out here. 2 academy players, should I say. And, you know, he's taken on the challenge now to guard Williams as well. And they've been playing great defense. Great switch over. Taylor Johnson with a circus move. Didn't go.
14 seconds to the end of the half.
Does he know? Can he get a call from the bench? Will they get 1 shot? I think 1 shot would be cool. Eze, pull it.
Oh, wow. That was good discipline just to wait till the very end to take that shot. Normally, you know, you'd shoot with 5 seconds left because you're panicking.
Yeah. Some guys pull it with 7 seconds left in the clock. Give the guy a layup. But that was a great shot at the end. And it was close, nearly went. But 47-40, first half. I think Barking Abbey can be happy about that. They seem to really get back a little bit of momentum at the end of that quarter. Let's see if they can carry it through to the next half. See, what are the stats looking like over there, Jules? Because we got all that kind of stuff up here in the, you know, the upstream lab.
So far we've got Kai Williams on 6 points, 1 rebound. We've got Hetero on 8 points, 6 rebounds. He's had a great half. Hawley's played 14 minutes. He's got 3 points, so he's been relatively quiet considering, you know, he had that amazing 30-plus point outburst from the last game. And we've got Taylor Johnson on 7 points. So again, relatively quiet by their standards, but you can't expect everybody to, you know, to get 20, 30 points. You know, sometimes it's going to be your night, sometimes it's going to be someone else's night.
Exactly.
We've got Lewis Champion on 4 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. So he's been relatively quiet as well, but, you know, he's leading the show and just trying to keep the team composed and lead them forward.
And I'm over here, we're on the live chat. See, we've got those options too here, Jules. We're upgrading here. And we want to see you talking greasy in live time. So we like respond to them still.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know what they're saying in there now, but everyone looking forward to it. We got 150 people in there. It's just gone down to 144. I don't know if that's because we've come on it now. But it's great to see. We're going to be in live chat. And now Barking are going back to the locker room just to have a quick chat about what's going on. Hopefully Coach Veer can keep that same energy they brought out in the first quarter into the second half, and I think this will be one hell of a game. And it's great for you guys out there in TV land to be getting some basketball content during this lockdown time. I mean, Jules, how are you getting out on during lockdown? How are your kids doing? You know what I mean? How's your basketball community doing in this period?
One's been a lot tougher because just because it's winter time, you know, being in the lockdown during the winter, you know, in the summer there's options.
Chilling in the garden.
Yeah, you're in the garden or whatever, but at the moment I'm forcing it. I'm still in the garden and it's 0 degrees out there, but I'm still in the garden.
I'm out there hard.
Out there.
As I said, it's just luckily I got a basketball hoop out there so my son can still play. But it's like this is really quite a tough one, especially because now the leagues have been shut down. But for all you young players out there, you need to keep working. There's still things you can do just to keep yourself sharp, because once this does open up, you need to be sharp. You can't look at it as a lost season. Look at it as an opportunity. You know, come and watch these games. Watch some of these players. See what they're doing. See how you can adapt some of it into your game. And, you know, try and make the most of it as you can. So let's see what they're saying in the live chat.
So we've got David, he commented and said that he used to play for them. So I'm guessing he's talking about BA. And we also have Peter N, who said that Thames Valley need to pass more out of the press, which is what you said earlier as well.
Peter, he knows what he's talking about. We'll bring him on in 1 week. We've got guys from in all types of languages on this live chat. As I said, it's a global platform. We're going out to everywhere. I mean, where's the farthest we reached on this? Is there someone from Nepal? Yeah, they're doing well. So everyone's signing in. And as I said, this is the #1 game in town today. I think there are a few other games going on today. But let's go over a few of the games from last week in the NBL 1. So Thames Valley, obviously, they played Loughborough. They went away. Pretty easy win down there, 92-79. We had the Oakland Wolves playing the Essex Rebels. It was a close game, 88-91. But Oakland came away with that. You know, our man Santiago must have been putting that rock up there.
Hey, they've added AJ Roberts as well. He played for London.
Oh, word?
Yeah,
Okay.
if you remember AJ Roberts. Talent, absolute talent.
So they got a nice team, and they got an exciting team. I'll look forward to seeing them again. Solon went down. Solon played against Barking Abbey, obviously, and that was quite a 30-point win there. Then the Hemel Storm matched up against the Worthing Thunder, 119-89. So Hemel seemed to be doing pretty well there. Leicester Warriors against Derby. Derby won that one. The Trailblazers 89-67. And they got another game on the 17th. Oakland went again to Leicester and got another win up there. So great weekend of basketball last week.
And for when we saw them, I don't think they'd won too many games. And now, they've added a few pieces to their roster and they've changed it around.
Exactly. And that's it. Always adding 1 or 2 pieces can make the big difference. As I said, now Coach Banks is down there. He seems to be quite serious over there in the huddle. Him and Coach Depish. I don't think they'll be happy with this first half, if I'm being honest. Not from what we've seen.
Definitely. They were caught off guard quite a bit, I'd say, in the first quarter. They even made some adjustments in the second quarter, which has led to a 7-point lead. Guys are still kind of trying to shake off and trying to get that performance going and then just keep it going. So, but it's early days and a whole nother half of basketball to be played. Exactly.
And that's the thing. And because there's so many weapons here, and I think really one of the challenges, it's easy to look at a team here with this much talent and say, go out there and win basketball games. But the challenge for Coach Banks and Coach Depish, you have 4 or 5 guys who could be a starting guard on any team in the league. You have to learn how to manage these egos, share the time, play them together. That isn't easy, and keep them going throughout the season, because all of these guys could go to, a team maybe play 35 minutes, jack that rock up as many times as you want. But to have 4 or 5, even 6 of them on one team, more even, because, we haven't even seen Mo Aiden yet. We haven't seen too much of some of the other guys, but those guys can put up numbers as well. So managing that is the toughest part of this coaching gig.
Definitely, because you could start to see a little bit of frustration coming in with some of the players because they don't have their normal, 10, 12, 15 points by the half sort of thing. So again, it's about, like you said, managing them, making sure that they're motivated, ready to play, and the energy's right going into this third quarter, because that those guys are in the locker room and they're getting ready. And it don't take long for young legs to get back on that court and give you 100.
One little Lucasade or something like that, a Mars bar, and they back for another 20 minutes of hell.
So he said Mars bar.
Once those legs get older, boy, once you sit down, I can't get back up.
You need that heat pack, that deep heat,
something.
Ibuprofen.
I remember when I was playing and before a game I had about 2 Red Bulls in my bag. I said, it's time for me to stop playing right now. I'm doing a lot of advertising here on the platform, by the way. If any of you want to sponsor us, Red Bull Mars, just holler at your boy. We can get that one sorted. But Barking Abbey coming back out now. They look like they've had some good directions, and so they run back to the bench. I like to see that hustle. Let's go. Get back, get ready.
Definitely. I would like to see them use their bench a little bit more. In the first quarter, we saw, he went bit deeper on the bench, and then he rotated a lot of guys in, and then the second quarter we didn't see as many players come in.
Yeah, and I think that's it. The first quarter he managed to sustain constant pressure, and I think I can see that's the only way they're going to win this. I don't think in a half court matchup you can beat this talent, honestly. You don't have enough firepower. But if you need to make this game scrappy. You need to take it away from what Thames Valley feel comfortable. And they weren't very comfortable with that full court pressure, getting up in the lane. You can afford to foul, keep rotating, which is hard to do as a coach, I must admit, to know when to put people in, how to keep them going. But Coach V is a very experienced coach, so he should know how to do it.
100%, and that's why the game was really even when they kept it scrappy. They got the turnovers, they kept the full court pressure, they made it uncomfortable for the other team, and so they could make up for the lack of firepower that they had from the 3-point range or wherever it may be. But you know, as Thames Valley has started to get a little bit more comfortable, they managed to grow a slight lead on this BA team.
Okay, we're going to go through all the stats right now. So, as you said before, we've got Silla with 18 points. Champions got 4. And Silla's shooting 80% from the field, which is really amazing. Johnson's on 40. No, sorry, Johnson's on 7 points. 2 for 5. Hawley's only on 3. You know he's going to get going. Hehetro, who I think's been really good in this first half, he's got 8 points and 6 rebounds. Silla's also chipping in with 7 rebounds. From the bench, a little bit quiet, only Aqua Davis and Williams with 6, who's played really well, 2 for 2 from the field. He's done a good job. So yeah, that's how it looks for those guys. Now the Barking Abbey London Lions, we've got Harrison on 12, Adado on 6, Eze on 10. Him and Harrison have been my choice for the first quarter out there, along with my guy Jude Carmichael. Boardman Rafa played pretty well, only got 2 points. Canway with 4. Okonola hasn't scored yet, and from the bench we got Ashby on 2 and Hayes on 4. And as you said, those guys used to be BBL players, so obviously a bit of experience there. What's the live chat saying?
So I just want to have a quick shout out to David. He said, hey commentators. I say, what up? This is Julius speaking with Martin Gottfried, the legend. And a shout out to Kelvin. He said the Netherlands is in the building. Like you said, we global out
Netherlands
here.
in the building, shout out. We're showing shots out to the Netherlands. David Che, Peter N. All you guys out there, Sussex in the building. No one's got anything else to do today. We're in lockdown. You can't go out. You know, I don't know what's on telly anymore.
I was watching Catchphrase before I came here. I ain't gonna lie.
You know what I'm saying?
You can record Catchphrase, man. Come back to it later. You know
Put it on catch up or something like that.
Yeah, simple.
That's it. But we giving up big shows for this. So all you guys out there, we respecting you, giving the shout out. LA Dispoli in the building. I don't even know what that means, but holler back, yo. You're here. I like what you're doing. I've noticed the live chat dropped off. We need to get the numbers up. We're at 125 right now. We need to get that over 200. So everybody, let's tune in. Second half coming now. And we have Canway out there. We have Adado. We have Boardman Raffit. We have Harrison and Eze, who, that's a nice strong lineup. So
just on the live chat, yo, share the live feed on your social medias, on the Facebook, on the Twitter. Let everybody know what's going on and what's happening right now.
This is the livest place to come hear your commentaries from. You see the best basketball, best camera work, best production team. Okay, now they come back with a little bit of energy, coming out on that high pick and roll, but Hawley,
nice hesitation, saw the gap. I like that he basically probed the defense, saw the opening, took it to the basket. Well done.
Rafa with a long 3. I don't think the one pass shot way is going to get it done now, as Taylor Johnson brings it down and great dump off to that man again.
So we got 2 layups on the other side and then we got a miss 3 on the other end. So that's not a great start, and I'm sure that's not what Coach Veer was speaking about in the locker room.
No, and now they're coming back up to the top with a hand of Eze, and they're back into that zone. I think it's been very good for them. You know, Barking Abbey are just looking for some options. Harrison with a nice drive in, swung round. It's going to get jacked up again. Another 3. No good. Hawley with the rebound. Is he going to look up? Oh, great pass.
Great pass. Another great pass. Unlucky. Couldn't handle it. Champion on that one. Back out to Hawley. Running the point. Calls the play.
And this is the thing. Hawley had 3 points in the first half, but you know that ain't going to last long.
Into Williams. Good drive. Nice kick out. Another shot. It looks good. A little bit short on that one. It was straight though.
Nice and smooth form coming off there. Look good. Harrison brings it down, drives the middle, gets a nice foul. Great play by Harrison.
So he's leading the way, and he's leading by example. You got to attack the basket. I know they're bigger than you, they're grown men, but you know they've been fearless in the first half. Get to the basket, try to get the foul, get to the free throw line, and make this game a closer one.
And as we got some 2 guys, all right, we got 3 new guys in. Eze, Adado, and Canway have all come off. And I think Coach V is quite angry at him on that last time on the dump down, but they've lost a bit of height here. It's the wrong time to do it, because Silla's, you know, he wants to get his numbers up out here. So let's see if they can just sharpen up inside. Let's see if they come back with the same type of defense as Harrison hits the first.
So you guys on the live chat, give us some predictions. What do you think the score is going to be by the end of the game?
That's it. Anyone who gets the right prediction there, get a VIP trip to the next game. How about that? The comments of Mr. Gottfried do not reflect narrowcasting UpStreamedia. Swung round.
Your experience may vary.
Sorry, yeah, you'll have to work when you come, but still it's VIP. Big basket by Champion.
Big.
And they can't get in the way of trading baskets. It's getting a bit too easy. Thames Valley now look very comfortable on the offensive end. They're not being put under pressure. And Barking Abbey are not really moving the ball very well. There's a lot of dribble against the zone. That ain't going to cut it.
It's not going to cut it, and it's not going to get it done.
I like this Harrison guy. He is putting it on the line today. Great play. He is not giving up. And he's not a big guy, but he's in there battling for the rebound.
He's putting it on the line.
So far, he's been my pick for Barking Abbey guy.
He's not giving up.
That's the type of guy you want on your team.
Okay, 54-42. Thames Valley just trying to chip away at it. Get that lead. Barking Abbey need to do something pretty quickly.
They got to get to the basket in this zone. They got to attack it. I think they got to get the ball to the high post. They got to get it in the inside.
Definitely. They're not doing anything to shrink the zone in a little bit, apart from those passes. And as of now, I haven't seen them make one good one and a layup.
The ball has not gone to the free throw line, not one time. So either change the person you've got in the game or do something else.
As of now,
the ball hasn't touched the free throw line. And if you can't touch the free throw line, you're not going to break down
the ball has not gone to the...
If you get it to the low post, you got guys descending on you from all different angles and you're not really sure what to do. But if it's at the high post, you've got more of a chance of scoring or breaking it down.
Exactly, and for a few times in this zone, they've tried to drive and make a 2-3 foot bounce pass. You're not getting that in there. They have too many feet, too many hands. And I think early on in the zone, they seem to be holding the ball a little bit too long, especially at the beginning. Zip it round, let the zone move both sides. Those openings will come. Then you can start penetrating in and get better shots. But if you hold it for 2 or 3 seconds, the zone has time to react on the pass. And they're doing that or they're dribbling it. So I think for Barking Abbey, they need to move the ball quicker, get the zone moving quicker, and as you said, get it into the heart of it, drop it down in, and then you can get it out and get better shots. But once again, we're saying
as of now,
Thames
I
Valley
haven't
haven't
seen
been
them make one good
they're
one
still probably
and a
on
layup.
second.
The ball has not gone to the...
They haven't switched to fourth yet, but it's a 14-point game.
So in the live chat, we've got David Chase saying that it's going to be 89-75 to Thames Valley. And then he's put another prediction saying 110-91. So
David Chase out here doing too much, but we love what he's doing. So put as many in there as you want. As you said, they're a fully sponsored VIP trip to the next game, but you have to carry the media equipment. That's the only caveat. As Harrison brings it back over, Boardman over there to Ling, drop short, Silla with the rebound, and they're looking to push it. As Champion brings it down, looking for a quick hitter, I think. Swings it back round to Johnson with a nice drive. Just think, oh, great hustle. Great
nice,
hustle.
that's good
great
basketball.
Play by Harrison.
That did look like a, was that the 0 step maybe?
I think so.
Slid
That's
in
the new
there.
0 step. The new 0 step. Once again, Harrison with a great pass out of that. Instinctively put it up front.
And all by Ling diving on the floor for that hustle. Amazing.
As you young players, that's what you need to do. Get your body there. Some of these older players say, I ain't getting down on that floor. That's where the young guy comes in. Great play, and now they pulled it back to a 12-point game, and they seem to have a little bit more bounce in their legs, and they're picking up full court. Akunola picking up full court.
Already down to 14 seconds. That's that full court press. It just winds that clock down real quick.
Nice drive by Champion, looking for the dunk, but not quite. Good defense by Barking Abbey. They look to capitalize on it.
Decision making. Not bad, not bad.
The ball has to move. Look to move it around. I can see
Yes,
Harrison.
there we go. High post.
I can see Harrison on the kick out. What's he going to do? Good movement. Not much time left. Someone needs to make
go
a
up
shot.
strong.
Oh, and one. Great.
Yeah. That's how you dissect that zone, getting that ball on the inside, you know.
Exactly. They moved it, patience. Got a drew a foul, which they need. Because I don't know what the foul count's looking like, but that could be a little bit of trouble. Oh, no, not really. Only Hawley's on 3 fouls. Other than that, nothing too dangerous. But Coach Banks isn't waiting. He's bringing Hehetro back in to make sure they can't have any of that down low anymore. I think for Barking Abbey, the thing like their free throws, they haven't been too good at them. They missed quite a few easy gimmies. They need to knock these down to really stand a chance going forward. So let's see what we can do with the second one. Nice roll, he got it. So now they're putting up the pressure again. Full court pressure.
We've got a shout out to Bracknell Cobras on the live feed. That's your neck of the woods, isn't it?
Cobras in the building, holler back. Bad boy 5,000. Bracknell Cobras are the best. He knows what he's talking about. He wants a free trip too. Bad boy 5,000. You have to watch out for guys like that. But yo, thanks for sharing love in the live chat. Keep it going. Okay, so Harrison brings it over. They're looking for a good basket here. They need something sharp. Out to Ling. Harrison with the ball back up top. Back swung down through. Excellent ball movement. They need that. No good. But they're on the rebound. Hehetro down on it. Big but Barking Abbey came up with it. Hayes with a big shot. Great hustle by Akinola.
Great hustle. Another look.
They're getting the looks, but they're just not knocking it down. But they're putting the effort in. That was Boardman Raffert. And he's angry at himself too, because he knows he can shoot those, and he just hasn't made it. Everything seems a little bit long.
So Barking Abbey shooting 16% from the three-point line, and that is the tell of the game. Shooting 16% from the three-point line, down 11 points at this point. It's time to maybe change up that game.
There is, and a lot of them are open looks, so you need to knock those down if you're going to be playing this type of game. But let's see if they can get any better with it. Here's a good wide open shot. He needs that. Bam.
Well done, well done, well done. Great shot, great look.
Just on cue, and the bench is getting excited now.
Here's a good wide open shot. He needs that. Bam.
It's animated over there. Coach Beer is really into this. He's shouting out demands as Champion tries to drive, and I think that's Barking Abbey's ball. It is.
You don't see that very often from Lewis Champion.
Out of control as Champion tries to drive, and
there was a little bit of
Barking
contact,
Abbey's
but
ball.
you know that's the game, and you don't get those calls in the second half. Sorry, as Akinola brings it over. Hayes with the ball at the top, swings it back round. Rafa looking to drive baseline, swings it around, but that's a steal. That's a tough play. Johnson brings it down. He's going to look to drive and score here.
Great spin move. Amazing.
He
Lovely spin.
Lulled the defense to sleep. He knew all the time he was going to the basket. Oh, great save there by Hayes. I don't know if he knew that was coming.
Barking Abbey it doesn't seem to me that they know what they want to get out of this zone offense right now and how they want to score. It just seems like, it doesn't seem like they know they have an actual game plan or strategy at this point.
Yeah, and I think they're just playing a sort of structured where you move the ball looking for opportunities. They should maybe have 1 or 2 set plays to get something when they can go to it, instead of just trying to, search for an opening, because you normally just end up with a 3. As Hehetro.
I thought he got fouled on that one from this angle. We didn't have the correct angle on it, but it did. I heard something.
But once again, he's probably the tallest, the biggest guy on the floor, but he's beating everyone down the floor. And Barking Abbey cannot allow that, because now you get him there, he's going to draw fouls, he's going to get easy baskets. You can't let him beat you down the floor. And now Coach Banks has brought another big man in just to try and shore up inside. Johnson with a 1-foot pull-up, just short. Hehetro again on the boards. He's been very good for me in this game.
Definitely effective and efficient. Nice drive by Hawley.
Oh my God, that was a 760. Something had to be called there. Adado, here we go. Nice, strong move.
Nice.
He's the guy you pointed out. I've seen him on the bench quite a lot. We need to leave that guy in there. He comes up with a big steal. Oh, he could have gone down not very nice on his leg, but he's a tough kid. Look at these young guys. I'd still be down there. They'd have to call St. John's ambulance for me. but he just jumps up.
Those are the ones that are scary one. When someone falls at your legs, that's when problems can happen. Oh,
they want to get out of this zone offense right now. And
but great hustle, he got in there, got a great basket,
it just
got
seems
the
like
turnover, and it's a 10-point game. They just won't go away. They just won't go away. And as I said, Thames Valley are not firing on all cylinders. And if Barking,
they want to get out of this zone offense right now, and how they want to score.
Those young legs
it just seems like
really come to play.
100%. And Paulie just had a word with the referees. I feel like he did get, there was a bit of contact on that shot where he was in that 520 spin and tried to throw up layup. Yeah. If that would have gone in, that would have been, that might be ESPN worthy. But he just had a word with the referees on that one because there was a bit of contact on it, but. You kind of just got to let these referees get on with it because, the more you talk to them and, you frustrate them, the less calls you're going to get. Exactly.
Well, the one thing they would like to do is hold a grudge on you and make calls on you. You have to be nice. You have to be a diplomat out here as well.
Definitely.
Says Julius. You were going at them hard last
100. Sorry, I'm being a bit of a hypocrite.
No, sometimes when you're nice, it doesn't really pay off either.
Yeah, that's when you switch back like, what the hell, man? I'm tired of this. I'm about to go back to my old self. It ain't making no difference.
Exactly. As I said, we're looking on the league. Thames Valley 4-0 so far this year, and they're looking to extend it to 5. They
look to drive and score here. Great spin move. Amazing.
Akanola's been looking good this last quarter. Adede is looking good. Ashby's back in. Ling's been pretty solid out there. So they look for a little jump down. Eze, good point. Hetro with another rebound. He's been solid. And it's great because it gives Silla a bit more chance to rest, because I know Coach Banks is going to want him for the last quarter, as you would. So Hetro, watch him battling it there for position. But shot was short, and Ashby brings it back down. Nice pass over. Eze needs that. Great basket.
Got it.
And it's down to a 7-point game. And we're back in business here. As you can see, the energy on the Barking Abbey bench. And Coach Veer, I love to see that. I love to see the energy on the sideline. Always talk.
So just a quick observation. It does happen. So one player comes down, no one else touches the ball, takes the shot. Next player kicks the ball, takes it all the way down, wants to take the next shot because, you feel like that person ain't trying to pass. So, where am I?
It's definitely contagious. And it's like, and as I said, when you have all these egos and these good players on the team, stats become fairly important. So it's like, if we're not moving this, if we move it as a team, everyone gets theirs. But when it's one pass, one shot, I'm going to shoot the next one.
And we're seeing it a little bit again on that one too.
And I don't think Barking have that problem. Once again, they're getting out into a full court game, and it's a 5-point game. Live chat, talk to me. Let me know what's going on out there. What do you think of this game? It's exciting. It's getting hot. We may even switch over catchphrase for this game, Jules.
And Barking Abbey have got that energy back up again. They're talking, they're barking at each other, they're energetic on defense. The hands are going, the legs are going, the feet's going.
They talk from the bench. It's down to a 5.5-second 3, 2. Oh, they might get a turnover here. They do. Great. 24-second violation. That has got to pump them up. And look at them there. It may be time for a timeout, or no. Coach Banks ain't going to give a timeout. He's just bringing in Charles Aqua-Davis to add a little bit more energy to the proceedings.
And he's going to come in for Lewis, by the look of things.
Yeah, I think he was going to come in for champion, but I don't know if he had the wrong shirt on or what was going on there. But Barking Abbey now can bring it down to a 2 or 3 point game and then move a day. Good shot, man.
Good shot. I feel like he could have just swung through, ripped through, gone to the basket.
Yeah, because he's a strong guy and he could have definitely got something. But still, it was a good shot and great pressure out the top from Ashby. Great pressure. Ling too. Barking Abbey have got back a little bit of what they had, but Hawley with the Johnson with a great drop down to Hetro.
That's the thing. Tyler Johnson is a basketball player. He's not going to let anything rattle him. He's experienced. He gets his points in the flow of the game. He ain't going to be unselfish. He's going to make the right play most of the time. Definitely. Most of the time.
And the thing is, I've noticed he hasn't been as sharp as he usually is. But you could see in the fourth quarter, in a spot of 5 minutes, he gets it back in there. He's finished with 28, and he hasn't even had a good game. That's a sign of a really good player. As Aqua-Davis checks back in. And I think Barking Abbey on that last play, they rushed it a little bit. You know, now it's important. They're moving the ball, getting good shots. Keep with it. Keep the faith with it. You've got time to bring this back. As Hawley has it out on the top. Over to Eamon. Come on, man.
Was that needed? I'm not sure.
We'll get back to the live chat. Jason T talking about come on 8, number 8. Shout out to his guy number 8. I don't know what team he's talking about, but he's loving that. All right, looking back down to Hetro, but it's a turnover. Ling with it. Well, let's see what he can do. Thinking he could have motored to the basket there, but smart play slows it down.
I kind of like Ling. He's in there making the right plays. Not overly skilled. He's hustling. He's on the floor. He moves the ball really quickly. Good basketball IQ. He's not going to beat you by himself, but he's a good piece to the puzzle.
Definitely, and that's the thing. He's been doing a lot of unseen things out there. He's battling on the boards every time. Defense has been solid. He's setting picks. It's not going to show up in the score sheet. He's not going to get the limelight at the end of the game. The cameras ain't waiting for him outside the game, but he's been, and you can see he's tired, but he's giving it his all. I love having players like that on the team. Let's see what Ling's doing out here. Let's see what he's doing out here. Let's pop his collar a little bit. First of all, we have to check we got the guy's name right, because we're known for doing that. No, it's not. It's Una. We've been doing it wrong all this time. See Una, see? Live chat, now you're meant to talk to us. Oh, another basket. We're in here. Another 3. It's a
4-point game. 38 seconds left. The pressure's on. The pressure is on. Tyler Johnson, he don't want to leave him open. And you pay the price.
26 seconds. Now what do? Do you hold it for 1? I think they are gonna. Coach said he'll be happy getting in with a 5-point game or maybe a 4-point game off this. Happy with a nice drive. Hey,
that's a good look.
3. That looked dead on line.
And they get the last shot. Hold it for a little bit. Nice drive.
That was number 8 that I think my man Jason was shouting out, and he's delivering. And the timeout. So someone in the live chat asking where can we find the box score? Go to FIBA Live Stats. You can get it all.
And check the Basketball England website as well. Should be on there as well.
Now, I think I was reading the live chat. It said come on number 8. And I think we're talking about Kayla Weber, who just scored that last basket, to bring it to a 5-point game into the 4th quarter. Pretty tight, Jules. We don't normally have it like this coming into the 4th. We're normally in chill-out mode right now.
Definitely. We got a BA team that's pumped up, excited. The energy is high at the moment. Thames Valley's energy not so high at this point. But you got Taylor Johnson and other guys like that, which have the experience and the leadership to hopefully carry out this win in the 4th. But it's going to be an interesting one.
How do you think they're going to come out in this 4th quarter? Because we saw in the 2nd quarter, they sort of took the foot off the pedal a little bit and tried to play that cagey chess kind of game. Where now, I think what's served them best is making it frantic, making it hectic. Now, is the 4th quarter, does the coach still have the same confidence to keep mixing it up as he does, or does he try and go with his main guys? What do you think in this setup?
I would say mix it up so you can save the legs a little bit. Obviously, the young guys, they're going to play extended minutes, but mix it up so you've got a lot of bodies that you're throwing at the Thames Valley team to keep it energetic, to keep it exciting, to keep that pace going. And we'll see how this plays out as we go back into the 4th quarter. It's going to be a good one.
And we want to apologize once again, as we normally do. We get someone's name wrong. But 22 is Sem Una. He's the guy who's been coming in doing a job. I don't know where we're getting the link. Oh, we got 2 22s down here. Yeah, maybe that's it. Sem Una. No, we got Facebook. We got it all. Listen, we got replays out here. You guys want to watch them? You guys need to subscribe to UpStreamedia, narrowcasting website. They're on Instagram. I think they're even on TikTok. This is how they're living out here. They're doing it all. All you young guys out there saying, what are you talking about? They're on Snapchat, you name it. So Google them, get subscribed. You see all the hits, you get the updates. Harrison with a nice drive, nice scoop, just short. Hetro with another rebound. And I think he's got a nice set of rebounds today. He's been doing a job on the boards. But Harrison ain't giving up. He didn't give up and he's still with it. Great play. Okay, Harrison with the ball back up top, over to Eze. Strong drive down, great drive. Ooh, he got robbed on that one. But Hayes with the ball back, Ashby over, nice little jumper. Oh, it's a 3-point game. It's a 3-point game.
Hayes with the ball back, Ashby over, nice little jumper.
There you go. Look at the live chat. You can see where you can find the stats. The personal providing of stats. You got it all here. The personal services, upstream narrowcasting. UpStreamedia narrowcasting, to be precise. Okay, down to a 3-point game. Now is when we're going to get to it. Get your guys to tune back in. We're up to 153 in the chat. We've got people signing in from all over the world, the Netherlands. They're here to see good basketball.
And if you are international, give us a shout. Let us know where you are.
You know, if there's one thing we'll do is give shout outs as Champion brings it back across. Obviously, Silla's back in the game. Obviously, keep an eye on him because he likes to come up with nice baskets when they're most needed. Aqua Davis with the drive round. Over to Hawley. Long three. There he is again. Look at him. Every time he comes up with a big play.
Man, what more can you say about this guy? I mean, he's doing it absolutely, doing everything for this team at this point.
And he's doing it barely breaking a sweat. That's the dangerous part of it. And I think they need to take the ball at him because the only way you can stop him is get him out of the game.
And he's consistent every single game. We haven't seen him have a bad game yet.
You say it every week, Jules. Every time they need a basket, that's the man. And can you imagine we've been saying his name wrong for 3 weeks? Are we the most unprofessional duo on the mic in the history of basketball in England?
Bro, I'm professional, man. You better speak for yourself.
I was.
I'm joking.
No, you may be right there. Only problem is because of COVID, they can't replace me yet. But boy, once the lockdown's over, say bye to this guy. All right, Hawley's got the ball back out top.
So the offensive rebounds is telling his tale right now. A couple offensive rebounds for Thames Valley, giving another extra opportunity to score. You've got Kai Williams checking back into the game.
And it seems like the refs have swallowed their whistle now. They're letting them play. So Kai Williams is back in the game, and I think this is maybe why Coach Bank brought him in. Let's see if down the stretch that veteran experience is just going to see them through with a big basket or two and a big play here or there.
100%.
Harrison ain't having it. Harrison ain't having it though. For me, Harrison has come to play today on both sides of the floor. The energy, the effort, combined with the skill. I really like what he's doing out there. Jump ball, but it's still Thames Valley's ball. I don't know if there's a reset on the shot clock because it's showing 2 seconds at the moment. If I knew the rules, I'll tell you, but I don't. We back to the live chat. We got my man Mark Jackson, Jax, up in the building on the narrow casting. Jax, we see you there. Man, we need to get this guy on the mic. I know he's doing some great things down there. All in clothing, by the way. If any of you want some hot, old school BBL stuff, check out my man Jax, great basketball player. You know what I'm saying? You can get it all. We're going to be doing more shout outs. Guys out there saying, man, just tell me about the game. But no, you need to check that out. All in clothing right now. Get on Facebook, check it out, pick yourself out something fresh. I don't know what the FCC advertising rules are, but hey, I've given the wrong address anyway, so they can't find me. Johnson to the rack, got sandwiched.
I think he should have kicked that one. I mean, we had Kai Williams open on the wing, and he still tried to go at 2 guys on that one. So questionable decision on that play.
We got a lot of guys in the live chat shouting out Caleb right now, number 8 on Barking Abbey. He's got a nice little fan base out there, so shout out to him and all his people out there. Keep supporting, we love to see it.
And he's been representing today. He's played really well.
He played really well, yeah, he's come to play. He may be the Dutch contingent. We got guys shouting out from Netherlands all over the place. From the coffee shops in Amsterdam, they're all tuned in tonight. They may even be shut down in lockdown.
So he's got 5 points, couple rebounds in limited amount of minutes. So, he's done a good job. He's done a nice job for them.
And Coach Veer has confidence in him in the later half of the game as they turn it into Johnson with a little half. Oh, he drew the foul.
Was there a foul on that play? That was a questionable one. I think I'd have something to say about that personally. I mean,
it's difficult to say, Jules, because a moment ago, Taylor went down the lane and got mugged, and they didn't call anything. But now, Okay.
So we got the replay.
Okay,
right
we got the replay. You asking us, was it a foul? Check the replay
There
out.
was no foul on that. There was absolutely no contact on that play. I think the referee needs to have a quick look at that one.
There you go. Quick shout out to the production head supremo, head honcho of UpStreamedia, Rupert out here. He's trying to keep in the background, but we're making sure we pop his collar too, because this guy really is the gold standard of streaming, live streaming. I was going to say the UK, but we're global, so.
Global, yeah, worldwide.
We're giving the NBA a run for their money out here.
I mean, if you see the facilities and what we've got right here, absolutely incredible. 6-point game, 7 minutes, 20 seconds left. BA need to get something out of this, and they need to figure out what they want to get.
They do. Oh, steal up from Champion, pushing it down. Look at Harrison, still working with him. Great pass over.
That's a great catch too. Time.
Oh, tough basket.
Good finish of a good pass. Well done. That's nice.
Great shout outs. We're going crazy. We up to 169 in the live chat. They're getting live out here. Everyone tuning in for this last quarter. It's exciting.
His foot, he didn't.
We need a replay. We need a replay on that one. We need a replay on that. I don't know.
His heel, he didn't put his heel down on the line. But, you know, we'll leave it.
Yeah,
I'm going to leave it. Let's focus on the game.
And Hemmings coming out. My man Steve Hemmings in the live chat saying he's not sure Ashby and Hayes should have been subbed out. They were playing pretty good. You got a point there. And
they brought that energy too. They had them fired up. They had them ready to go. And I think, you know, BA need a bit more experience out there.
Yeah. I have to give a shout out to Kelvin Silver, shouting out the commentators, showing us love. Commentators need love too. Anyway, ball back up top. Rafa didn't rest on his laurels. He's putting the energy back out there. Champion with a nice little pull up, just short. Loose ball, who's getting it? It's Thames Valley's ball.
So it's a dangerous time right now for BA. You know, 8 points down. They keep giving up the offensive rebound. They're going to need to get some stops and a couple scores to keep this game close. You know, now you're looking at a 10-point lead, 6 minutes left. It's definitely a dangerous time for them.
And that's it, Johnson once again showing his class. Over to Caleb. If this goes in, live chat would have gone crazy, but it didn't. Once again, someone in the live chat saying they need Carmichael on defense. Thank you. That's what I was saying. I like what he did. Here we go. Williams inside. Veterans basketball.
Can we get the ball to the guy a little bit more? I mean, dang. It's tough out there.
Yeah, he out here chilling, but he's like, yo, give me the ball. I'm going to do what I do. Let's see what he's looking like out here.
And for a guard out there, you know, he's about 6'5", 6'6". You know, he's bigger than most of the guards in D1. So if you get the ball to him on the block, he's going to be able to score quite easily.
And I like what he's done because he's a new player who's coming. He's got BBL pedigree, he's got international pedigree. He played around. A lot of time they come in under pressure. Man, I'm going to need to jack this ball up 38 times. But he's coming, he's been composed, relaxed. We thought he was just a little bit lethargic at first, but he just showed when he gets his shot, he makes it. He's been out there setting screens, he's been out there playing defense. It goes unnoticed. You know, so when at the end of the game someone looks, man, you only got 8 points? Nah, he did a lot of things for the team.
Definitely. He's brought a level of composure to the team and professionalism. We see him talking very lively and very active in the huddles and talking to his teammates, you know, try to give him that bit of experience, bit of professionalism, just to make talk about the small details that need to be adapted and adjusted to. Exactly, because we know the firepower Thames Valley have. The key is going to be that if one guy's cooking, you let him cook. All right, and it's, you know your time's going to come. And if you can have that relationship and that trust with each other, you can be a championship team. Because you definitely have the talent around the board, but it's when you get into a tougher game. And I mean, Barking Abbey have shown great grit but they're lacking just a little bit of quality, you know, on certain motion, which would have put even more pressure on Thames Valley. But the game ain't over yet. 100%, and you know they need to knock down the three-pointer at the end of the day. The percentage is still not very good. Caleb with a nice drive over to Una. Drive, look to push it back out. Harrison, where's he going? He's going back out to the top to Rafa. Swings it back around to Caleb, number 8. Inside to Canway. So far this game, BA have shot 22% from the free and Thames Valley has shot 42%. So that's a tail of the tape, pretty much there. Pretty much, and I'd like to see what the offensive rebound stats are looking like as well, because I know, especially with Silla and Hetro, they've really been
dangerous on the boards. But then again, Barking have done a good job too.
So on the stats, it says that it's a 1 point difference between them on the offensive rebound. So I'm not sure how valid those stats are, because it looks like Thames Valley have got a lot more offensive rebounds.
I think Thames Valley may have converted more, possibly.
Definitely, that's true. When BA get that offensive rebound, they kick it back out for another shot.
Padding the stats, those guys get 5 rebounds on 1 possession. I've been that guy before. Harrison, ball out the top, aggressively attacking, still got it in his hand. This guy, I like him. Una nearly got a tip in, but not quite. But he ain't giving up on it. I'll tell you something about Harrison. He's out here every minute on the court, he's playing. He don't give up, he misses a shot, he don't care, he's in there, he's trying to get a steal. That's the type of energy you need. That's something you can control. Young players out there, you can control the energy that you put out there on the floor. Sometimes the shot falls, sometimes it doesn't. But he's out here and he's been playing every second of this game. I love what I see. But they need to do something very quickly if they want this to be a win. As Johnson drives middle. I think you can be arrested for that in some countries, but they need to get quick. Oh, unlucky. He drove and he just didn't really see the guy. He didn't move in that zone and he threw it away. That was a tough one.
Definitely a learning experience for BA in this game in terms of just knocking down shots and working against the zone and how to execute against the zone and whether it's ball movement or player movement or penetrating the gaps is definitely something that should be addressed, because teams share tape, and if they see things like this, it's something that other teams might want to try to run at them as well.
We saw something flash up in the live chat, but it got removed. But unluckily, I saw it, so I'm going to repeat it. Guy put a question out there. In Div 1 basketball, is it more important to get the kids some experience or to win the game? And that's a great question. I don't know why you retracted it, Steve. You need to put that back up there.
Yeah, that is a great question. And, it is a case of both. But at the end of the day, you're trying to win, especially at this level. And if you lose too many games, you're going to get relegated at the same time. So it's about staying in the league, staying competitive and competing and, possibly winning a championship.
And to be honest with you, apart from if there's a guy there with grey hair, I can't really tell who the kids are and who the experienced players are. They all seem to be, I think some of the younger players are the better players out here today. So I think you have to go with who comes on the day. You know what I mean? And everybody out here, especially at the moment, I think has earned their time on the floor.
And one thing I do like about this BA team is the size of them. As an academy, they do match up size-wise really well with Thames Valley. And Thames Valley we've seen as one of the bigger teams in the league. So definitely impressed with the size that they've brought today.
They definitely aren't getting physically overwhelmed, and they're willing to mix it up, put their bodies in front of people. There must be a good catering program down there at Barking Abbey.
And weight room program.
Yeah.
See, they still really haven't figured out this zone and what they want to get out of.
Oh, great return, but they just missed it. Came up short, and there you see Williams just keeping it chill. They swing it around to Hawley. He's going to get himself a little something as he swings it back out. I see a lot of composure here with Williams down the stretch. He's been there before. The right man to get it to, let's be honest.
Man, come on.
Let's be honest.
Come on. He makes it look so easy, always under control, always in the right place.
24 points, 12 for 14, 26 points now, 12 for 14 from the field. That's 85%. He's got 12 rebounds. I think they just didn't have an answer for him today. They matched up on every other area fairly well. With this tough guard core that Thames Valley had, they matched them decently, but they just had no answers for Silla and, to be honest, Hetro as well. Those two guys came in and just, when they were wanting, they came up with the basket.
So Silla's actually shooting 65% for the season, which is incredible at 19 points per game. 11.8 rebounds per game. Definitely one of the top players within our league.
Great pass. Great pass. He ain't giving up. They're continuing to play. And I think this is the thing. Barking are going to play to the end because, as I said, aside from the players and trying to win the league, they're also developing. So every minute is important. And you're going to see these players playing to the end. So it's going to be an exciting last 3 minutes. Live chat, they're still shouting out Barking. Their fans are still there. Respect to them. Silo back down low, getting himself his rebound stats padded and getting his numbers.
BA heading to the bench with their heads down a little bit more. The game's getting a little bit out of control now. 3 minutes left, a 17-point game. So they just let it slip for the last few minutes of play with this game, and the gappers and the leaders widen to a point where we feel like this game is pretty much in the books right now.
If you had said before the game the guard core of Thames Valley were going to combine for 31 points at this point, you'd say, oh, the opposition have quite a, they got a chance to win this one. But once again, you're not counting in for the 29 from Silla. The Hetro chopping in with a nice little 10 points. You know what I mean? And as I said, they've been on a little bit of a cruise control all day, but there's such a depth of talent that Barking just couldn't match them offensively. They just didn't have answers, as you said, for that zone. And now they seem to have switched to a 1-3-1, and they still haven't figured that one out yet. It's a little bit difficult.
So on the rebound, we just had Kai Williams on that post-up move with that nice easy basket going to the cup. He made it look so easy, so simple, with a mismatch he had with the height and size advantage.
Okay, we've got guys now. David Che checking back in with a score, late in the game. He's going with 96 to 75. I don't know if we're still offering that VIP experience, are we? I thought there was a cut-off point.
So they're going to get, 17 points in 3 minutes? That's a lot of scoring. That'll be interesting to see. We have seen it, though.
We've seen it happen. We've seen it happen. He retracted it. All right, fair enough. Go ahead, come again. I think you can do it. I'm going to say it's going to end 91 to 78. No, that's ridiculous, too. To 70. Ball out Harrison. I'll just jack that. I like this kid. I really like this. Oh,
unlucky on that one. It should have fallen.
BA's ball. What? And I mentioned it again. He shot the ball. It looked like he was going. He missed. He didn't even wait a second. He's back on, pressuring, gets a turnover. Yeah, I think Coach Veer, he may be upset of the loss. He had a chance here today. I think he's going to be happy with Harrison's performance. Let me just check this.
So we would say Harrison's our MVP for the BA team today, definitely, in terms of his performance today. And it's just his work ethic and overall demeanor on the court.
I would say so. I think it's pretty easy who the MVP for Thames Valley is. Harrison with another 3.
Shout out to Hetro as well, the backcourt partner. He came in and did a solid job in limited amount of minutes as well. He's played really well.
Yeah, definitely. And as I said, they're probably a little tough today. They didn't have Freckleton, who liked to sort of run their offense. So here we go, Taylor Johnson. Once again, he's up to 20, and I'd say he's been on second gear, and he's got 20.
100%. We haven't seen him working too hard today, and it's just been a comfortable 20, which has been, or a quiet 20 even.
Quiet 20, but big passes when they're needed, and never head, never down. They've got a really, really tight team here, and I think they're going to be a real danger for this league. Shout out there on the live chat. Anyone else who's got thoughts of who's going to win the league this year? Give us your predictions now. As I said, stay tuned in here. All the big games are going to be here live to you, UpStreamedia.
I think the question and the elephant in the room is, can this team beat Solent?
That's going to be the game. You know what I mean? As I said, it's Solent, a very sharp operation, and I think this is where in games like this, especially when they've got the lead, they need to sharpen up those times, because when they're playing Solent, they won't have the same opportunities. They can't be getting down 5 and just imagine skill will get you back in the game. You have to play a full team game, 40 minutes, get it done.
Definitely. The bench's energy has been a bit absent today as well. I'd have to mention, normally the bench is quite animated as well. celebrating the successes of the team, but just hasn't been there today.
Yeah, I mean, it may be just, we could say it's the winter blues or lockdown or whatever, but, you know, the Giant thinks they're still out here playing basketball. It's been a little bit subdued performance. Quick shout out to the cameraman over here. You know, one thing at UpStreamedia, they like to empower the young generation. We've got a 15-year-old on the camera doing stellar work. We got a professional there, that's why we couldn't afford the budget for the commentators. But we have to give big respect out to UpStreamedia for getting these young guys on the platform, all parts of the game. So he's done a great job. He's been focusing in, you know what I mean? So hats off to him. Probably going to try and want to get a McDonald's later, but yeah, we're going to have to shut that down. Yeah. Okay. As I said, McDonald's, if you want to sponsor, just give the call in. You're welcome. We got shouts out there. Will Smith, TVC going to win the league. That could be the Will Smith. We're not sure. Oh, we are. It's not. 69 to 86. Minute 38 left. Thames Valley should walk away with a comfortable win here. But it was a lot tighter game than maybe the scoreboard will show at the end.
Definitely, and now's the time to get a few guys in, maybe get them a few garbage time minutes, as they call.
Yeah, I think for the Thames Valley guys, they're like, obviously my guys down at the bench, you know, might be a bit upset they're not getting in, but maybe this isn't the time. But for the Barking guys, I think everyone's got a good run out here today. And I think he's probably playing it out with, you know, the guys who played the best.
Can a 12-man rotation work? Because they played 12 guys today. Do you think that works?
Man, it's tough. You know, it is really tough. I mean, don't get me wrong. They're 12 talented players. So you can, but it's even hard for the players to get a flow in the game. And, you know, you have to take guys out sometimes who are a little bit hot just to get the number. So it's difficult, but I guess that's, you know, that's one of the skills of Coach Veer, that he's managed to do it fairly well today.
Agreed. And if you look on the other team, they've played 8 players major minutes, and then one's played a few minutes, so a very limited rotation for Thames Valley today.
Yeah, as I said, and I mean, I think for Thames Valley, the goal of this season is as the goal is for every season. They want to win the league. Barking, they want to compete, but they've got a lot of other developmental goals that they're looking at. And, you know, if they get a chance to win, that's great, but there are a lot of other things at stake here that allow them. That's why they have a bigger rotation. As Williams, chilling, just knocks down another big shot.
He's in first gear by the look of it. I mean, I think I've seen him sprint. He's 3 out of 4 from the 3-point line, got an easy post-up move. He's taking it real easy. I don't think he's broke a sweat yet.
This is
he's working now.
But you can see that the quality's there. And as I said, as he gets more into the team, as he gets the season going, I think he adds a nice difference to this team. Because all the guards are fairly similar. He's a little in between the guards and the big men, which I think Thames Valley need. Eze, who was another player who handled himself very well today.
Good contest, even 35 seconds left, still working hard. Big rebound by Williams, out to Hawley, going to run some time off the clock now.
And I think Eze, he's a player, I think, who may be going to the States next year to college. So another great young player who, you know, I'm sure we're going to see a lot of in the future, as I'm sure we will this guy. Harrison, I don't know what his stats are, but...
So Harrison leads the team in scoring at 18 points per game, so he's leading the team in that category, and you know, he showed his quality today out here in terms of his playing. He finishes the game with 17 points, 4 for 13 from the field. Struggled a little bit from the 3-point line, 1 for 5. But definitely a lot of hard work, a lot of hustle, and he's left it all out on the floor today.
Exactly, he did, and nobody won our competition because nobody betted 93 to 71. I swear, didn't I say 93 to 71? Something like that.
I'm not sure about that.
Go back on the. We got a replay for that.
You know, there was somebody that put.
Some guy was putting every permutation of numbers in possible. But anyway, there you go. That's the end of the game. 93 to 71.
So we got 94 to 74. That's pretty close.
David O'Hara, that's decent. That's a decent guess.
That's solid. That's solid. That's pretty. Is
impressive.
That
close enough to win the VIP experience?
No.
No. Sorry about that. You need to be precise. You need to be exact here. But I enjoyed that game. It sort of got away a little bit at the end of the fourth quarter there, but I think they battled all the way through. Exciting game. I saw some really good stuff from both teams. I still think Thames Valley have another gear or two above that, but you know, you have to grind out these wins. And sometimes, you know, even when you're not feeling it, you need to come away with a victory, and that's what a solid veteran title contending team does.
And you know, these teams, when you're playing a match, and it's about strategies and the strategies that the coaches implement in the teams, and you know, to help you win. And Thames Valley didn't get past that zone. I mean, sorry, Barking Abbey, they didn't get past the zone. As soon as they threw the zone at him, that was the undoing, and the score escalated from there.
Definitely, and as I said, that's where you need people who can knock that ball down, knock the three down, find the right shots. But I must say, they equipped themselves well, and you know, we're going to see a lot from these Barking Abbey guys in the future. Some of these guys, you're going to hear their names for a lot of years to come. Great program, but I think Thames Valley just had a bit too much for them in this event.
So we would like to say thank you for tuning in to this game on a Saturday afternoon between Thames Valley and Barking Abbey. We hope you enjoyed it. Thank you from myself, Julius, Joseph, and Martin Gottfried.
Yeah, thank you. It's great to even just get out in lockdown, you know what I mean? If police stop you, say, listen, go to YouTube, watch. I'm doing critical work here. But yeah, it was great to see you, great to come out and see some basketball. And stay tuned. Shout out to the cameraman Myers. Shout out to the Supremo of UpStreamedia, Rupert Charles over there doing stellar work. We'll check in with you soon. Everyone be safe out there, right? Hands, face, space. Stay safe.